folks, it's Jeff here. Just a quick reminder, if you're loving Disney Coast to Coast, there are a couple of easy ways that you can support the show. We'd love it if you could rate and review us on iTunes, or wherever you listen to the show. This is a simple way to help other Disney fans find us. Also, go ahead and share your favorite episodes on social media and be sure to tag us. You can find all of our social media information at DisneyCoastToCoast.com. And finally, I just want to say thank you to all of you who listen every week. Your support is very appreciated, and we love that you're enjoying our Disney geekiness. Now on with the show.
Get ready for your weekly dose of pixie dust with Disney Coast to Coast.
Hey folks, and welcome to Disney Coast to Coast, the ultimate unofficial Disney fan podcast. I'm Jeff DePaoli, and in today's House and Mouse headlines, Club 33 is headed to Walt Disney World, and there are tons of rumors swirling around about locations and more. Plus, Pizza Planet is headed to Disneyland for Pixar Fest, and so much more, so let's get to it.
Hear the latest news from the Walt Disney Company in today's House of Mouse headlines.
So Pixar Fest does begin this upcoming Friday, April 13th, and one of the things that they've recently announced is that the Red Rocket's Pizza Port, which is a little fast service restaurant over in Tomorrowland at Disneyland, will actually be transforming into the Alien Pizza Planet for Pixar Fest. Now, they say that this is going to be temporary, but they said that about Red Rose Tavern as well over in Fantasyland at Disneyland, which was a big promotional tool for the live-action Beauty and the Beast. But I'll tell you folks, almost a year later, it is still the Red Rose Tavern, and I'm loving it that way. So I don't know, we may be getting the Alien Pizza Planet replacing Red Rocket's Pizza Port forever or for a long time. Who knows what's going to happen there. It is a little strange to me that they're calling it Alien Pizza Planet because I believe in the Toy Story films it's just called Pizza Planet. I'm not sure why they're putting Alien in front of it, if there's some piece of Alien merchandise that they want to relate to it to sell, or to me I kind of feel like maybe them putting the word Alien in front of it makes the Disney folks feel like maybe it makes more sense to be in Tomorrowland because Alien for some reason is considered futuristic. I don't know. I find it strange. I think if it was just Pizza Planet, it would make more sense as far as the Toy Story universe goes, as well as I don't think anybody would question it personally. Also happening over at the Disneyland Resort, this time over at Disney California Adventure, it was announced that Doctor Strange from the Marvel Universe will be joining the likes of Black Panther, Captain America, and Spider-Man over there, who you can currently meet. There has been no date announced yet for this, but Doctor Strange is headed to Disney California Adventure. Another thing the Disneyland Resort is getting is mobile ordering. Now, this was tested a while back over at Walt Disney World and has expanded quite a bit, where you can basically order food on your phone in the Disney app, and then when you get to the location, the food's ready for you. You can skip the line to order. You've already paid. It's a time-saving thing, and it's good for everybody. People don't like waiting to get their food, and Disney folks don't like you waiting in lines because that means you're not spending more money in different places. So it's a good thing all around. The good thing about this is I remember when it started at Walt Disney World, the annual pass holder discounts didn't necessarily apply. That wasn't part of the technology yet. We are being told that when it starts at Disneyland, the AP discounts will apply, so that will already be part of the app. We're not sure of the locations just yet. That has not been announced, but that will be rolling out pretty soon. Now let's head over to Walt Disney World, where for a while back they announced that they're going to be having their versions of Club 33 at Walt Disney World. And this, I gotta be honest, I've just never been a fan of this idea. Club 33 is a very specific to Disneyland club. If you're not familiar with what Club 33 is, it's basically a private club that you pay a lot of money to become a member. There's a very long waiting list to become a member, but it was something that was, part of Walt's time. And it makes a ton of money. I mean, a lot of money for the company. So they've decided we're going to bring it to Walt Disney World, but they've I don't even like the idea of one of them going to Walt Disney World. If you want to have a private club there, that's fine. Call it Club 71 or whatever you want to do with it. Make it different. Don't call it Club 33 in my opinion. There is a Club 33 overseas at Shanghai Disneyland as well, so they don't really seem to be very precious about the name of it. But the weird thing is not only will there be one at Walt Disney World, there's going to be four. There's going to be one in each of the theme parks. So that's a little bit crazy in my opinion. But in any case, there have been a lot of rumors swirling around about this. Most of this has not been 100% confirmed, but all of this information seems to be pretty accurate based on the sources it's coming from. So, some of this might be slightly different when the official announcements come, but take it as you will. Apparently, to join Club 33 at Walt Disney World, it's going to cost you $33,000 around there, and then $15,000 every year to remain a member of Club 33 at Walt Disney World. When you do become a member, you'll have access to all 4 clubs at Walt Disney World. Now, there are some bonuses to this that I actually didn't realize was part of Club 33. I don't know how much of this relates to Disneyland as well, but some of this is pretty cool. Not $33,000 cool, but still pretty cool. You do get a Premier Passport, so that's the passport that gets you both into the parks at Walt Disney World as well as at Disneyland. And you get a passport for yourself, your spouse, and any children under the age of 26. You also get 50 one-day park hopper tickets per year. That's quite a few, so you can invite friends to come along. You get 5 day-long VIP guided tours that you can use throughout the year. Access to a private concierge service. A limited number of instant FastPass Plus reservations. The big difference between these Club 33s and the one at Disneyland is these ones will not offer full meals. Now, that's a big part of Club 33 at Walt Disney World. It's a private dining experience. You're getting a full-on meal there. This is only going to have drinks and small bites, which to me, when I read that, it just seemed like such a money grab to me. It's like, okay, we don't want to invest in putting all of this money into the private restaurant, which is a huge part of what Club 33 is. They're like, but the name will, the recognition of the name will make people want to join. It's a very exclusive thing, which Disney fans very much enjoy. So, I don't know, I just felt like it was kind of a cop-out, hearing it's only drinks and small bites. And, I don't know, it all feels like just a money grab to me. It's kind of sad. Now, we did get some rumors about the locations of where this will be as well. A lot of this is being based on people recognizing the way that you get into these clubs and the logos and where you'll swipe your Magic Band and such, but they seem pretty accurate. Over at the Magic Kingdom, over in the Adventureland veranda, there's some construction going on currently, so it looks like it's going to be going there. In Epcot, it's going to be part of the American Adventure. It was previously the Chase Lounge. I'd actually been in there previously during one of the festivals for the Chase Lounge, so it's up in that area of the American Adventure. At Disney's Hollywood Studios, the former Catwalk Bar, which is behind the Brown Derby, seems like that's going to be their Club 33. And at Disney's Animal Kingdom, the McDonald's Corporate Lounge has a building permit out right now. It seems like that's going to be the area for their Club 33. That is right behind Dinosaur, I believe, because McDonald's used to be the sponsor of, I believe, all of Dinoland USA. So that's a lot of rumors and news around Club 33. I don't know, would you become a member if you had $33,000 laying around? I don't know if it's worth it. It seems, I guess it's one of those things that you have to have a lot of extra money just laying around if you're going to even consider joining, and I don't know. Also at Walt Disney World, we have Sweet Spells closing over at Disney's Hollywood Studios. This is a little candy shop over on Sunset Boulevard, and the last day for Sweet Spells will be April 15th, because this is going to be renovated into a store featuring all Toy Story Land merchandise. So apparently the only place you'll be able to get the Toy Story Land merchandise is in this store on Sunset Boulevard, as well, of course, in Toy Story Land. Now, Disney Parks did recently release some information about a new character, shall we say, that will be walking around Pandora, the world of Avatar at Disney's Animal Kingdom. It's the Pandora Conservation Initiative utility suit. And it's a very, mechanical, high-tech looking suit that is a human inside of this machine walking around the area, and apparently they're going to be studying the wildlife and collecting plant samples, and they have this suit on so that they can survive Pandora's terrain. Now, it's an interesting suit to begin with. I don't know if it's weird, creepy, or cool. I'm not sure. I saw the video and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. I am happy to see that they're going to have some walk-around characters over Pandora, the world of Avatar, because I feel like that was an element missing from that land. I gotta say, it does bother me a little bit, and I do have to look into this further, but the line that they gave where they say this will help the collector survive Pandora's terrain. My question is, isn't that already, how are we there and surviving it if these folks can't survive it without the suit on? And I thought that they had kind of dealt with that storyline issue, because if I'm remembering correctly, over at the entrance to Pandora, the world of Avatar, there are these special plants taking the toxins out of the air so that we can survive, which was a nice little good story point, I felt, for it all to make sense. But I feel like having these special suits for these collectors to survive the Pandora terrain, doesn't that kind of contradict what they're telling us? I don't know, it's a little strange to me. But in any case, these unique suits will be found beginning on April 22nd, which of course is the 20th anniversary of Disney's Animal Kingdom. Now, the My Disney Experience app is going through a little change as well. They're creating something called a digital key that will be accessed by your Bluetooth. This is an optional feature. You can still use your Magic Band for everything if that's what you want to do, but they're allowing you to put basically a digital key on the app so that you can get into your room this way, or you can get into the swimming pool or the fitness area, whatever you want. So if you're using the My Disney Experience app with the online check-in, which is an option, as well as the digital key, you can bypass the front desk entirely if you really want. This is going to be tested over at Disney's Wilderness Lodge, and my guess is if it's successful, we'll see it all across the Walt Disney World Resort. Now let's head over to Disneyland Paris for a little bit. They are having something called the Festival of Pirates and Princesses, and it sounds pretty cool. There's a few parts to it. One of it is Jack Sparrow will be in Adventureland for meet and greets, as well as Pirates of the Caribbean becoming part of the Illumination show Nighttime Spectacular. They're also going to be having some face painting transformations in Adventureland and Fantasyland where you can become a pirate or a princess. And now the part that sounds really unique and kind of cool to me. They're having this thing called Disney Pirate or Princess, Make Your Choice. And this is an interactive show. And the thing that I like about this is that the pirate float and the princess float start at different ends of the parks and meet up over in the hub. And then once it gets there, there's this whole performance and the kids can become part of the performance and you have to choose a side. Are you a pirate or a princess? And it sounds kind of unique. I can't remember anything like this. It kind of sounds like Move It, Shake It, Dance and Play It. But the thing that I really like about it is that it starts at two different ends, and so you kind of have to make a choice at which end you're going to check out, and it happens multiple times throughout the day, so you can really check out both if you want. But it sounds kind of cool to me, kind of unique, and I really like that. Also happening over at Disneyland Paris, we're getting a new Lion King stage show, and this is going to be happening in 2019. It'll open in a newly renovated theater there, but this is a little weird to me because normally I feel like when there's a stage show based on, one singular property, it's a newer property. So Lion King seems a little bit out of nowhere. Of course, Lion King is a mega hit classic at this point, but it was a little surprising for me to hear that they were doing just a Lion King show. I don't know. I'm excited to check it out, and I hope they bring something new to it. I do remember the Lion King puppet show that was at the Magic Kingdom for a long time. I forget the name of it, but it's where Mickey's PhilharMagic is now, and it was a really cool puppet show featuring the Lion King, but this was back when the film came out. So if it was something like that, that would be cool. If it was something brand spanking new, that would be even cooler. Now, for you sports fans out there, ESPN is launching ESPN Plus on April 12th. It's going to be $4.99 per month, and you can check it out on the ESPN app or ESPN.com. They're not giving up with ESPN, folks. I know it's been losing them a lot of money lately, but of course, at one point, it was a huge part of the company. So, they're moving to a more digital platform, which is where entertainment in general is heading. So I'm curious to see, even though I'm not a huge sports fan, I'm just curious to see how ESPN Plus ends up playing out. It'll really say a lot about what's to come with Disney's digital streaming service, I believe. Now that's the news for the week, but before we go, of course, we got to discuss the Twitter poll. On this past Wednesday's episode of Disney Coast to Coast, we had a discussion all about the Disney Parks opening day speeches and dedication plaques in the parks. So in the Twitter poll, I asked you, have you ever taken a moment out of your trip to a Disney park to stop and read a park dedication plaque? Happy to say that 77% of you said yes, only 23% said no. Those 23% of you, do it the next time you're in a Disney park. Appreciate the history all around you in the Disney parks. Now, folks, we're doing something a little bit new on our Instagram account. You can follow us there, DIZNEYCTC, and every Thursday we're actually going to be having Trivia Time. Trivia Time has been a huge part of Disney Coast to Coast ever since the beginning, and now you can be part of it. Over in our Instagram stories on Thursdays, we'll be sending out some trivia that you can vote on, and then on Fridays, when that story expires, you can see the answers. So make sure you check that out. Once again, it's DIZNEYCTC over on Instagram. All of our social media can be found over at DisneyCoastToCoast.com. Be sure to leave those iTunes ratings and reviews if you're enjoying the show. It helps other Disney fans find the show more easily. And of course, this episode of Disney Coast to Coast was produced by Philip Elke, who has supported the show through Patreon. If you'd like to become a DCTC producer or gain other rewards, more information can be found at patreon.com/DCTC. But for now, have a magical day, everybody. Bye!
Thanks for watching Disney Coast to Coast. Have a magical day.
Disney Coast to Coast is produced and hosted by Jeff DePaoli. Learn more about the podcast and become a supporter at DisneyCoastToCoast.com.